Hello guys, welcome back to Sadiq's Rabbitry, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about when to rebreed your rabbit. When is it the due time for you to rebreed your rabbit? So that's what we are going to talk about today, and if you want to know how, watch this video to the end and let's go. As you guys know, the most exciting thing about rabbit farming is when your rabbit give birth to a first litter. That's the most exciting thing. And now, for you to be able to rebreed your rabbit for another litter, there are some things you need to know, some things you need to look out for in both male and female rabbits before rebreeding them. So I would like to give you guys some points you need to look out for before breeding your rabbit, even if it's the male or the female. Before I continue, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends who want to start this backyard farming like the way I started. I will be very grateful to help them. So the first point I want to give you guys is, if you want to rebreed your rabbit, you need to make sure that they are all in good condition. So you wouldn't want to breed a rabbit that's sick or a rabbit that's having this type of disease in her or something like that, which can affect the kids or even cause abortion. So if you want to rebreed your rabbit, especially the females, you need to make sure that they are in good condition before breeding them. The second point I want to give you is, you need to give your doe some time to kindle. Alright, so what I mean is that after her first litter, you need to give her a period of 6 weeks for her to nurse her kids or kindle her kids, in order for her to have that strength to go for another breeding. Alright, so for instance, if you have a doe that just kindled a week ago, you need to take care of her, feed her the right diet and check whether their kids are fine or not. Always check these things before that 6 weeks ends, before you can breed your rabbit again. But meanwhile, if you breed your rabbits a week after giving birth, that can cause harm to your health. That's why you need to take your time and give a period of 6 weeks or 7 weeks before breeding her again. So when it comes to the time you give to the rabbit to kindle her kids, I cannot specify that for everyone, because with this it will depend on which type of farming you are into. Is it commercial or is it just a mini backyard you are doing? Now, if it's in a commercial range, you can put it like, you give the rabbits minimum of 4 weeks to take care of the kids, or 3 weeks before breeding her. With that, when you wean the kids, you give another 1 week for her to rest without the kids before breeding her. But if you are in the backyard like the way I'm doing mine, then you can extend to that 6 to 7 weeks, which will give her much more strength to be able to breed again. And the fourth point I want to give you guys is, you need to have a spare cage. Alright, so let's say you are a beginner and you want to start a rabbit farm. You need to have 4 or 5 cages. Alright, so 2 for the females and 1 for the male. So for that 2 spare cages, they should be for the kids of that 2 mothers. Alright, so when their kids come in, you give them minimum of 6 weeks to be taken care of with their mom, and after that you bring them from their mom to that spare cages. And now, if you bring that kids to that spare cage, you need to know what you want to do with the kids. Is it for meat or is it for pet purposes? So if it's for meat, you know that the minimum age for slaughtering is 3 to 4 months, right? So you can extend that period of 3 to 4 months before breeding their mom again, so that you can continuously use that spare cages. Alright, so let's say you want to use it for slaughtering and you wean them the 6 weeks, and then you wean them and they are in the spare cages. So you need to wait for a minimum of 3 months before breeding their mom again. Or if you can, then you build new cages for the moms to be able to give them a new litter. Alright, but you can't do it in a way that immediately you wean the kids, then you are planning to breed the moms again. That will depend on what you want to do with the spare kids or the weaned kids. So if you are a beginner and you want to start with rabbit family. You can go in with the ratio of 2 to 1 or 4 to 2, which means 2 females and 1 male, or 4 females and 1 male and 2 males. So after going in for this, you need to make sure that you have more cages from where you want to start. You will have more cages so that you can get some spare cages for the kids that are coming, or else you can be really stressed out. The kids can come in but no cages. So if you want to go in for the ratio of 2 to 1, you can have cages like 5 cages available, 3 for the rabbits and 2 spare cages for the kids. And if you want to go in for 4:2, which is 4 females and 2 males, then you can go in for the cages of 8. All right, 8 cages. That would be okay. Some for the parents and the spare ones for the kids, which can help you to maintain the stability of your farm. So the fourth point I can give you is, how intense do you want to run your operation, or how intense do you want to run your business? All right, as I said earlier, if you are running it as a commercial range, then you have to get minimum of 3 to 4 weeks of kindling and the other weeks for greening. Or if you want to go in for the backyard, then you can give it a minimum weeks of 6 to 7, which will be okay. So with your intention of your rabbitry will determine when you can breed your female rabbits again. All right, so maybe you have a farm, mini farm, you are not selling but you are just rearing them for meat, then you can use that range of 6 to 7 weeks of kindling before weaning the kids, which can give you a minimum spare cages for you to use. All right, so if you want to go into commercial, then you can give that minimum weeks of 3 to 4. All right, which will make your female rabbits more healthier, more stronger, to be able to hold the upcoming kids too. Mostly in Ghana, you will see many people rearing rabbits mainly for meat, not in the form of pets. All right, so meat and their important, their benefits from their pee and their poo. So the fifth point can be, if you want your rabbits as meat, or if you want some meat available, then you can go in for breeding your rabbits 1 month she gives birth and another 3 weeks of kindling before weaning them, and having that maximum month of 3 months before slaughtering. All right, so you can use that to target the meat, the amount of meat that you want from your rabbit. So let's say you have 2 females and 1 male at your backyard. You want to start with to have some meat for friends, families. All right, so when you breed that 2 females, you can wait 1 month. When they give birth, you will wait for them to kindle the kids or take care of the kids for a month before you taking out the kids spare cage, leaving them for minimum of 3 to 4 months before slaughtering for your meat. So with that kids, maybe 2 females can produce a minimum of 20. 20 kids can be possible. So with 20 kids, you can get almost at least 10 to 12 kg of that 20 kids, which can be a really good source for your meat. So you can use that level of intensity before breeding your rabbit. And if you want to have a healthy female rabbit for the next breeding cycle, then you can make it in such a way that after her giving birth, you will give her a minimum weeks of 5 weeks. Then you wean the kids. After weaning the kids, you can inject the female rabbit with multivitamins a week before breeding, making it 6 weeks. So after giving her the multivitamins, it can boost her immune system, increase the fertility rate, and make sure that she will be able to give birth to healthy kids for you. So for you to rebreed your rabbit, you need to know that your rabbit is in good condition. Also, you need to have spare cages available. You need to have some time. You need to give some time for your doe to kindle the kids. and also you need to have the intensity of your operation. And the last thing is, would you want your rabbit for meat? Your rabbit eat for meat? If yes, then you can know how you go about it. As you guys know, when it comes to breeding, the male rabbits are not much concerned. All right. So with the males, you need to make sure you feed them right. You give them all their food right, all their nutrients that they need to be able to supply more sperm for the females and all of that. But with the females, you need to make sure she's in good condition as the male, and also, but most importantly, when it comes to breeding or rebreeding, which one of them should be the consequence? It should be a female, all right, because she is the one who will be producing for us. So you can't give much concern about your male rabbit. You know, he is the champion, so you don't have to worry about him. But with the females, she's the one producing the cakes for you, so you have to look out for her, make sure she's on point, everything is done well before breeding her again. So I hope with the little information I gave you about rebreeding, you'll be able to learn something from it, and you can improvise the same thing on your farm and see how best it will help you. So until next time, peace out. And hey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more videos about rabbitry.